guys, welcome to another week-to-week Ashes of Creation patch notes video. We had a big week this past week. We had quite a bit of changes, especially on Tuesday, that came out on the PTR. So I'm going to go over some stuff that happened this week, the changes that they are going to be implementing come tomorrow. So we had a total of 255 changes this past week. Normally I go over each one. I'm probably not going to do that today. Going to get probably the most important things because there's just be too many to be here all day if I went one by one. So I'll go ahead and get after it. So one of the bigger changes, we had some drama this past weekend with Asmongold and some PKing incidents. They're probably going to do this anyways, but in response, they probably did this a little bit sooner, where they added a PvP opt-in for players level 5 and under in the starting zones. This is a good thing. I mean, there's no reason for you want to be really killing level 5 players who do not want to be PvPing. I mean, that's just pretty much straight up griefing. Keep in mind, this is only going to be in starting zones, so there's any players who try to make alts under level 5 to any shenanigans for any reason, like run materials or anything of that sorts, they cannot opt out of PvP outside of the starting zone. So overall, great change. We'll see if Asmon comes back. Another change that they've done in regards to PvP is when you loot a player corpse, you will now be flagged as a combatant as long as it's they have died recently. So if it hasn't gone to public loot and it's still tied to them specifically, you will become a combatant. So this is a good change. You know, players running up to loot your body after you die on a pole, like at Highwayman Hills or something. They can't do that without getting flagged now. So party, your squad, whatever you want to call it, they can go ahead and attack him without suffering corruption penalties. So great change there as well. Cleric no longer gets res until level 6 and has a cooldown now, 30 seconds. So before, clerics were able to spam resurrects as long as they had the mana. Can't do that now, so you have to be maybe a little slower, be a little bit more thoughtful. This is really going to come into play when multiple players get caught in AoEs, or goblin players, for example, get caught in their spin. So that's an interesting one. See how that one does. Bard got a lot of balancing. Looks mostly pretty even. Got some buffs, some nerfs. Maybe it's leaning a little bit towards overall a nerf slightly, but lots of changes to the abilities that are interacting with status effects. They even added a couple of passive abilities that also are interacting with status effects. I don't play Bard, so if you do play Bard, you want to look at all the patch notes for it. I will be dropping this Google Sheets link in the description for everyone to go ahead and take a look at if they want to. Has all 255 changes, so that's not the only thing that they did. Obviously, lots of questing fixes, so if you're maybe stuck on a quest before, they rolled out lots of changes for bugs, and if you're maybe just stuck on some part and felt like something was missing, you can go ahead and try that again and see if it's fixed. And if it's not, put another bug report in. Lots of UI and environmental passovers. This came out on Tuesday. There's quite a bit, so looks like just general quality of life and visual stuff, so that's always exciting to see. We got a general balancing of some mobs, to stuff like making it where the wolves can actually be put to sleep. The giant spiders, when they die, hatch spiderlings, pathing for mobs, balancing out some of the world bosses and some of their pathing, spawn points, stuff like that. So good to see. And then on some of my top changes, the last thing that I had on there was vendors for node buildings. So we just built the smithy on the virus server at Miraleth, and all the vendors for the smithy floating in the air, and you can interact with them. So hopefully that should be fixed now. You know, it's cool that we're getting all these buildings online. What's even cooler is if we can actually use them and interact with the vendors. So that should be fixed. There was a ton of changes, so if there's anything that that I might have missed, it's going to be in the patch notes sheet that I have in this document. Has all of the different changes. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you want to reach out on our Discord, that will be linked not only in this sheet but also in the description. If you like the video, please give it a like, and if you want to see some more Ashes of Creation content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, and we'll be pushing out some more videos. We're gonna get some footage this weekend for some enchanting and some caravan stuff, so very excited. Catch you guys on the next one. Thank you.